Unit number 1, roots of the equation. First method is bisection method to solve the roots of the equation. And what is the bisection method? According to the bisection method, if a function f of x is continuous in the interval a b, and if f of a into f of b is less than 0, then the roots of the equation or function or a function f of x is lies between a and b. And the formula to find the roots of the equation on the bisection method is x equals to a plus b upon 2. In bisection method, we find the number of iteration depend upon the question, right? How many iteration in the question has been asked. If there is they ask the 5 iteration, you have to find x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, right? If they ask for the 3 iteration, you have to find x1, x2, x3, right? And the procedure to find the number of iteration is you have to find the interval in which the root of the equation is lies, right? And this is suppose and the formula of the and the formula of the function to find the root is x equals to a plus b by 2. Suppose this is the first root, right? x1 equals to a plus b by 2, and you find the answer c, right? And you have to find the another root like x2, right? So you have to firstly find the interval for x2, and and the procedure to find the interval of x2 is you have to check value of the function at the point c, right? So check f of c, right? And let f of a, the value of the function at the point a is positive, and at the value of the function at the point b is negative, right? So we find the f of a and f of b is less than 0, so the root of the equation lies between a and b, and then you can use this formula, x1 equals to a plus b by 2. This is the first iteration. Now you have to find the second iteration, means x2. So you have to check the value of f of x, right? Let f of c is negative, right? So now you check at the point where the value of the function is positive. So at the point of a, the value of the function is positive, so your interval is a and c, and your second iteration is x2 equals to a plus c divided by 2, right? Now if you have to find the third iteration like x3, so suppose the value of x2 is d. Now you have to find the value of x3. So in that case you have to find the interval for the x3. So to find the interval for x3, check the value of the function at the point of d. Suppose the value of the function at the point d is negative. Now you have to check the previous value at what point it is positive, right? So the value at the point c is negative, so you cannot take the point c, and the value of the b is also negative and d is also negative, so you can't take the value of b. Now the value of at the point a is positive, so the next interval for that interval is a and d, and your third root is x3 equals to a plus d by 2, as so on. This is the procedure of bisection method, right? You have to firstly find the interval, check the value of the function at those interval, right? And then find the value of roots x1, x2, x3 as when as asked in your question. Like example, example 1, right? Perform 5 iteration of the bisection method to obtain smallest positive root of the equation x cube minus 5x plus 1 equals to 0. That is the question. In that question you have to find 5 iteration. Now means you have to find 5 root like x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5, right? And the equation of the equation is x cube minus 5x plus 1, and it is performed by the bisection method, right? Solution: you have the function f of x and it is x cube minus 5x plus 1. So firstly, to find the first iteration like x1, you have to find the interval. So in that case, if any question doesn't have an interval, so you have to find the interval, and the procedure to find the interval, right, you have to put the value of x from the real number 0, minus 1, minus 2 as you want, and check the value of the function. At one point it should be negative, at another point it should be positive, right? So let f of 0, right, we choose x equals to 0, so value of the point at the point 0 is f of 0, and f of 0, right, 0 whole cube minus 5 into 0 plus 1, that is plus 1, and is the value is positive, right? Let we choose x equals to 1 and find the value of the function at the point 1, right? You have to put 1 at the place of x, so you can get the value x cube minus 5 into 1 plus 1, that is 1 minus 5 plus 1, that is minus 3, that is negative. So you can say that the roots of this equation lies between 0 and 1, right? You may choose another number, like you may take 2, you may take minus 1, you may take plus 2, as you can want to take, right? The value of the root depend upon the interval. If I choose minus 1 and plus 1, then my root lies between minus 1 and plus 1. If I choose